We want to try to make another cool design here based on the seed of life. And when you plant a seed, it grows and grows into all these different shapes. So we start with the circle as usual. We made sure our point and our pencil are about the same length when our compass is closed. And I'm going to go to the top. As you know, 6 circles will fit around the circle perfectly. So where the two intersect here, I'm going to put my point of my compass, and I'm going to draw another circle. I'm going to do that all the way around. Right here where the two intersect, go all the way around. Now when you do compass work, you want to take your time. I know sometimes when I'm demonstrating, I'll go a bit faster than I normally would. You want things to be accurate and precise, kind of like the way you would do math. Take your time and do it right. So here we have our seed of life. And we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to connect from the top of the seed, the inner seeds here, to the bottom. I find that if you line up your pencil first, then put your ruler next to it, you're more likely to get the right spot. Sometimes your ruler will trick you. Looks like it's in the middle, but it's not. So now we want to find the middle of that, or the halfway point. And so there's an easy way to do that. If we connect from here to here, we will find center right here. I'll put a mark here. So we could have done the little bisector where we use our compass to bisect it. And we could do that all the way around. So from here to here, if I connect it, I'll find the center right there. But there's another way to do it, a little bit of shortcut. Our compass is also meant to be a measuring tool. So I'm going to measure from here, center. And let me flip it around just to be sure. Hitting the right spot. A little bit off. And so I'm going to draw that same distance all the way around. I mean, if you don't mind erasing, you could draw a circle. And that circle would be 1/2 the size of the original circle. Let's make sure we got it here. Sometimes when I'm doing my compass work, I actually like to put a little indentation with the point of my compass at the right spot, so that when I line up my pencil, I can feel the little hole and know that I'm in the right spot. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to find the center in between these 2 points. I want to find the middle here, but before then we're going to draw our hexagon. So since there are 6 even sides, if we connect them, we will have a hexagon. So we want to find the middle in between each of these lines in the next step. Oh, there's a firework. It's July 2nd, so people are getting ahead on their fireworks for July 4th. And so now I want to find halfway in between that line. And to do that, we can use part of the seed. So if I connect from here to the center or from here to the other side, line up my ruler, I can find the middle. But since we already found the middle of this line is the same length, we could also use our compass. Our compass should already be set up at that same distance. You can see it will hit the right spot. So I can go around to each corner and make a halfway mark. Or I could use my ruler. That one seems a bit off, so my compass might have moved a little bit. So if you go to the top and the bottom, in the middle of it, we can see that would be the center. So again, you want to be accurate, so take your time, do it right, or you might have to do it again. So we're going to use that spot, but first let's go from the middle up halfway with our marker. And so I'm going to go from this spot to this spot down here, instead of making two separate lines. And I'm going to go from here, here, and now we're going to connect from here to those little markings that we made. And we're going to make hexagram, or a six-sided star. But what's neat about it is it'll also make this 3D stack of cubes. And if you notice, there are also little diamonds. The word is a rhombus, since all the sides are equal. In fact, the word for rhombus comes from the root word, which means a top. If you take a rhombus and you spin it, it's going to look like a top. So rhombus is actually the word for top. So here you have the cool design I was mentioning. If you don't see it, now you might just see the star. Let me erase it a teeny bit and shade it in a little bit. So the top of the box here, 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 and the front of the boxes will be like this. I'll make it a little bit lighter. And so maybe you can see now the little stacked cube. I showed how to make just one of those cubes in the Seed of Life in another video. So if we were to tessellate this or just repeat the pattern going outward, it's going to make a really cool design. I went ahead and made another copy of this that's a little bit larger, making it a bit easier to be more accurate. So if we want to create this pattern that tessellates or just repeats, we're going to build one to the right and build one to the left, and then we're going to build some in between them. So let me take you through it. To build one to the right, we're going to put the compass here, and we're going to build another circle. Now we want to go all the way around that circle like we did in the very first one, and build the Seed of Life. And basically, once we do that, we'll repeat the pattern or repeat the process that we went through at the beginning. So I'll make the diagonal lines here through the seeds. So now we have the one on the right. Now we're going to go to the left. So we're going to take our compass. We're going to readjust it to our starting side. We're going to check, see if we're in the right spot here. We could use any of these circles to check. And we're going to go to this side now. We're going to draw a circle and repeat the process. Now we're going to go to this section here. So as you build them like stacking balls, if you have 3 of them, the other 2 have to go here. And the other ones will go down here. And so in between each of the stars, on the upper and lower layers, we build another one.